Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is me, Coach K, your empowering, purpose-driven, and self-love coach on this favorable Friday. Y'all already know how I start. It's Friday. We have made it. We have made it through yet another week, and we are heading into the weekend. That is so exciting. So exciting. And of course, I am here today for some words of inspiration. On today, I want to share the process. Yesterday, I was sitting talking to a close friend, and we was just talking about like where we are and thinking about where we used to be and what it took for us to get to where we are today. You know, the mindset, the decisions, the changes. And she said they want the progress, but they don't want the process. And I was like, girl, give me some paper. I gotta write that down. And I was like, I'm gonna use that tomorrow in my video. And like those words, they want the progress, but they don't want the process. Like, so many of us want to be there, but they don't want to go through what it takes to get there. Like, some of us want it to come easy, but we don't want to put in the work to make it happen. You know, some of us want to move quickly, not understanding the process requires steps and phases and levels and all of that stuff. You know, some of us are even looking at other people and what they got and where they are and feeling some type of way, you know, within ourselves, not realizing that they had a process. And here's the thing, their process is not going to be our process. Everybody's process is different. Yesterday, as me and my close friend, you know, me and her was talking, like we began to thank God. She began to share with me, like, even though God gave her a vision 20 years ago, she could not have allowed that vision to come true this year if she did not go through some of the things that she experienced over the 20 years in her personal life, in the relationships, in her mindset, just in her mistakes, her flaws, her faults. She was like, I needed all of that to make this vision for 2021 come true. And like that conversation was like so deep. So on today, like, you want the progress, but you don't want the process. And the process requires you to do some things differently. It requires you to think differently, act differently, move differently. It requires you to do some things differently. And as we continue to talk, she said, you have to want it. You have to want it. And again, I was like, girl, let me write that down. Like, you have to want the process. You have to want the change. You have to want the desire. You have to want the need. You have to want the relationship, the marriage, the separation, the household, the peace, the happiness, the inner issues. You have to want it. The job, the financial change, the mindset change. Like, you have to want it bad enough. You can put whatever you want at the end, but you have to want it bad enough. You have to want it seriously. You have to want it completely. You have to want it fully. Whatever you want to put at the end, put at the end. But you have to want it. And as she began to say those things yesterday, I began to write it down. And God said, use it in a video tomorrow. First thing, you want the progress, but you don't want the process. Admit to the process today. I always say the first thing is admitting. Admit to the process today. Admit to yourself, I need to change. I've been needing to change for a decade. I've been needing to change for years, for months, for days, for weeks. Admit to yourself, I need the change. And then say to yourself, I want it. I want it. I want it this time. Last time I thought I wanted, but I didn't put in the work. But this time I want it. Say those things to yourself. And then I added these 3 key notes. 3 questions. I wanted to leave you with 3 questions. How much effort are you willing to dedicate? How much effort are you really giving? How much effort are you really giving to whatever it is that you're aiming at, that you're seeing, that you're visioning, that you're imagining, or that you're thinking? Because some of us not ready to move, so we just thinking. How much effort are you willing to give? How much are you willing to dedicate? And how committed are you? Whatever is on your mind, whatever you need, whatever you want, whatever you desire, whatever you're hoping for, whatever you're trusting God for, think about the effort that you need to go in it. Think about the dedication that you need to have to stay serious about it, and think about the commitment it's gonna take you to stay on target and stay on point, so that when the challenges come, because they are going to come, when the discouraging moments come, because they are going to come, but when you're committed, you're going to stay in it no matter what. So on today, those are my words of inspiration on today, y'all. The process. Commit to the process today. Commit to the process today. And as I always say, include God in the process. I was thinking this as I was driving. And, for me, here's my words. When you include God in your process, things come stronger, but they become easier to manage. And that's the only way I could explain it to you. When you include God in the process and you stop doing it on your own and getting all stressed out and worried and all that stuff, going through all those different 100 emotions, when you include God in your process, your challenges, the tests, they will come stronger, but they become easier to manage. And that's the only way that I can explain it to you. And that's how I'm going to leave it to you today. So commit to the process on today. I love you. Be safe, God willing. I will see you again on Monday. Bye-bye.